on this computer. All right, everybody can see my screen. We're just going to jump right into it, go through the event. Thank you for joining for our California Gay Adventures Malibu and Point Mugu extravaganza adventure. I don't hear any cheers. Just kidding. No, we're super excited. It's gonna be fun. We just got back from Bartlett Bash, which was like crazy. You guys probably saw all the photos and all the fun and lights and stuff. So it was a really good time. It's interesting doing camping trips like 2 weeks apart, but I am excited about this one as well. Malibu is going to be really neat. So obviously you guys have seen the event page. And you've received the packet. Typically, the people that actually attend these events have actually looked at the packet, read the packet, know the packet, and the people that don't read it won't probably pay attention to this anyways, but we're trying. So we'll go through all of this and just give some information. If you guys have any questions at the end, please ask questions. If you have any questions that maybe you would know the answer to, but you think someone else might not, ask the question too, because if I didn't bring it up. So we're just going to go through this just kind of quickly. So I like doing this the Zoom call so we can kind of go over here. Malibu campground is actually pretty close. I'm excited about that. It's I think it's like within a little over an hour for everybody. Even if it's an hour and a half.
Chris, the sign about it being recorded is on our screens, blocking out most of what you're sharing.
You can't click OK.
We do it. Oh yeah, never mind.
You just click OK.
Got it.
Zoom started doing that. They started doing like a warning, like you're being recorded just in case you're doing something in the background and like you could see the reflection in the mirror or something.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right. So La Jolla, here we are. It's gonna be fun. We're in the Point Mugu State Park. So if you guys need to you can go to Point Mugu State Park and check out all the details. If you're one of those people that likes to know a lot of stuff, our dogs allowed. Dogs are allowed in the campground and day use areas, but they're not allowed on the trails. So that's important to know. So there's some information there. Going back to the trip packet, we have 30 people registered. 2 people had to pull out, so we do have a couple people on the wait list. I'm sending it out to fill those spots. Carpools so everybody's registered. We're excited about that. Carpools, I've got the carpool thing here. Let's see if I can move this. Yeah, so let's look at the carpools and the meals real quick. So carpools we're doing the parking spots. So you guys know the carpool list, and we've got almost 26 people of 30 people that are within the cars that are coming, and we still have 3 parking spots. So I think we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to follow up with anybody that's kind of missing, but I think we're good to go on that. You can sign up for the carpools at that carpool link. You guys are familiar with that? I know Jim does this all the time, but there are some rides still available if anybody needs them. So there's some people that have rides available, but at least we have at least 2 people in most cars. We do have certain situations once in a while, like Brian here. He's coming from Ventura, so if nobody's coming from that side of town, it doesn't really make sense that we have to make them carpool. So it's better if we can, people are coming from the same side if they carpool. So next one, you guys can ask questions as I go. I don't know. I that's kind of a work thing that I say wait till the end, but you guys can ask. This can be a conversation. Parking. Firewood. So fires are currently allowed. I was kind of surprised with how dry it is that they're actually at Checkpoint Mugu tonight, and it says they're still allowed. So I'm going to keep checking that, because usually sometime around now is when they stop them. And there's no point of us going and getting firewood and stuff if we're going to have to do a propane grill. But if I have a propane fire pit if we aren't able to have fires. So I'll definitely follow up with everybody like right before and just verify. And if fires are allowed, then we'll just grab some firewood on the way out. So that'll be good. The weather's looking good. I didn't pull up the page, but it's going to be nice. It's usually like, upper 50s, lower 60s at night, and, 70s during the day, which should be nice. I said June average weather 79, but I think it's like going to be like 72 or 73. So it'll still be nice. Showers, there are showers on site. They take tokens, and you can get those tokens from a machine that's in and that was the kind part that didn't really make sense. I couldn't tell where they were bought, but they're within the state park. So I will also have our group, oh my gosh, I almost said group shower. It is our CGA group shower. So we have it on the trailer, and it's really good at hot water. All we ask people to do is refill the water. We'll explain how that works, or you can take the showers at the at Point Mugu.
Quick question. Do we,
Yep.
you know, for the showers and the tokens, is that like dollars or like a credit card? How does that work?
It's just dollars.
Okay.
Change machine, dollars only. Actually, I was checking it because I was
Sorry,
like,
I didn't actually read it. Sorry, I apologize.
No, it's fine. I just added that because I was on here. It literally just added that because it's right here. I was just looking through one more time, but it says only dollar bills. Change for larger bills is not available this time. So yeah. So anybody that's not listening, it's dollar bills, which some people won't be listening. So we do have that shower on the trailer. It's really nice. Volunteer duties. I think most of you guys have signed up for. We added something new. So most of our camping trips, we have the food, which has always worked out really nice. It makes it so that you don't have to bring tons of stuff. You sign up for a couple things, bring those, and we cook it, and it makes it really nice. One thing that I've really realized is that I do a lot of like I do a lot of the setup and takedown, and sometimes people are kind of like, hey, what do you want me to do to help? But we don't have specific jobs. So we're assigning specific jobs starting with this trip to see how it works. And we've got a few people that have signed up to help set up. Doesn't mean other people can't be there and help set up as well. But it's nice to have people that you know are going to be there that you can rely on them to do that. So if you guys haven't signed up for a volunteer spot, just grab it. It's really simple. It's putting up easy ups. It's grabbing a stove and putting it in position. It's not difficult stuff. Breakfast and dinner cooking is just people that are a lot of times these are people that like to cook, and I'm sure I'll be in there as well. But we have breakfast on Saturday and Sunday, and dinner on Friday and Saturday, and all that food that we just talked about. We'll be putting that together and cooking. And again, more people might come in and help. Sometimes it's just you don't want that many helpers, so it's like those 4 or 5 people will say, "Hey, we got this." So I like the idea of this. Cleanup. I think this is the biggest thing that we need help with, and the fewest people have put it in here so far. But a lot of times what happens is after we eat, everybody's just like, oh, that was good, and they walk away. And then there's usually 1 or 2 people that are always the same 1 or 2 people, like Bob and some other guys that like do all the work. And so it'd be nice if we have 4 or 5 people that stick around after breakfast or stick around after dinner. And it's really fast. If you have a few people do it, you get it done pretty fast. And then camp breakdown at the end. That's taking down the easy ups, putting the stove back in the trailer. I once in a while I get caught. Everybody left, and it's like me and like 1 other person. We have to take down everything. So I don't think that'll happen this time, but this is I'm excited to have this. So we have 30 spots of people that can sign up for those. And does anybody have any questions about the parking or meals or volunteer spots? No. Okay. Let's see what else we need to talk about. Hikes. We have on Friday, we're hanging out, we're going to eat dinner, we're going to just hang out and camp. On Friday, if someone wants to go on a hike and go see the view and stuff, it's right there, you can do it. Saturday, we're going to do this Ray Miller trail hike. Jim and I are going to lead that, and it's really beautiful. It's 7.3 miles. Has 1,500 feet elevation gain. It's, if you click them, oh yes, I have to sign in. Oh, I thought I was signed in, but anyway. You can see it here. It's a loop. It goes up and then it loops around. So if somebody doesn't want to do 7 miles, you don't have to. You could always go up and go out to the edge out here and come back, and then it'd probably only be about 4 or 5 miles. So there's going to be a couple options there, but it's going to be really pretty. And then afterwards, Jaime Zavala, he's not going to be camping with us because he's doing the Dodge Pride Night the night before, but he's going to come out during the day, and he's going to start setting up for us to go hanging out at the beach after the hike. So we'll go hang out at the beach after the hike, and then sometime in there, people can get lunch however you want, or take your lunch to the beach. All lunches, everybody should bring their own stuff. for lunches and snacks and stuff like that. So I'll bring my speakers, and we'll have some music on the beach, and then we'll go back and have some dinner. And then the next day, it's going to seem like it's super fast, because then we'll be out of there on Sunday morning. But it's going to be a fun day, a fun weekend. I don't really need to go over the rules, guidelines. I think it's just a matter of respect. Please respect each other. We have had situations in the past where someone has too much to drink and they get a little sexually aggressive, and that's just a no-no, and we just won't allow for that. And we did have a really bad situation once where nothing severely happened, but that person's no longer in the group because it did happen more than once. So we just have to make sure that we're a group, and we work together, and we watch out for each other as well. And we want people to feel comfortable where they're at. This isn't a nudist group. However, if we do decide to go to a nude hot spring or something like that, we do that. But this is not one of those events. So walking around naked in camp, having public sex, things like that, that's not what this is about. That's not what our group's about. So I have to say that up front, because we just got back from Bartlett Bash, where we saw almost everything you can imagine. It wasn't our group. that trip is camping event has changed a lot in the last 4 years, but it was fun. Anybody have any questions? Any questions about anything you should bring?
Is it possible to bring stuff to you to take? I've got 4 car full of people, and I don't know that everything will fit in the car.
Yeah. If you want to bring it to the pool party this weekend, even I could probably bring it back. Yeah, if you have a few things that you want to, because I'm going to bring some tables and stuff to the CGA pool party on Saturday. So if you have a couple, nothing crazy, but if you have some items, I'll have my SUV and I can bring it back, and I can transport that. When we went to Bartlett Bash, we had all of the camping gear, and then 6 other people's, like, all their gear. It literally filled it up to the brim. So we can only take so much extra stuff, but yes.
Okay.
Just let me know in advance. I'm going to have an ice chest. I'll have the big, huge ice chest and then a smaller ice chest. So if people do need to use an ice chest for some food, just reach out to me and let me know what you're going to use it for, just so that I can make sure that we're going to have room. We will have room for quite a bit. It's just amazing how fast it'll fill up if everybody thinks that there's an ice chest, especially with all that that's going to come.
Question, Chris, a question for you about breakfast items. I signed up for bringing breakfast sausage for breakfast.
Yeah.
And wanted to know, should I bring that frozen? Should I plan to bring that in my own cooler to keep, or what?
If you have your own cooler, that would be excellent to bring it in. And because it's on Sunday, yeah, frozen would probably make sense.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And they'll stay in your cooler better.
Perfect.
But if somebody's listening to this and you're bringing something for Friday night, you don't want to have the burgers completely rock hard frozen when you pull in on Friday and we're expecting to cook it 30 minutes later. So just something to think about.
Perfect.
I've definitely had that happen a couple times. And then you're sitting there trying to break the burgers apart.
If you're not speaking, could you please mute your line? There's a lot of noise from somebody.
There's probably a way for me to mute everybody. But...
Hey, Chris, quick question. What about where do we get ice? Because usually halfway through the camping trip, all my ice usually melts down to nothing.
Go here and then type in ice. Probably somewhere. Oh, you can go over to the Naval Air Base and you can get ice and a nice boy. Yeah, you'll have to. I do with mine is I bring a bunch of frozen water bottles. I do recommend that. Get some regular frozen. Get regular water bottles. Throw them in your freezer and freeze like 6 of them. They'll stay frozen the whole weekend, and it works really well. The little ice melts really fast, but it's nice to have for drinks. Anything else? Anybody else? Good questions.
At what point are on the parking spot assigned list are they going to? I've had my car on the carpool and I live downtown and nobody signed up for the to ride my car. So there's
you,
three.
you think you could jump in with somebody else?
I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the issue, is that we have a lot of people with a lot of stuff.
There's only
And
4
so
more people though, and there's 3 spots.
It looks like, is this David?
No, it's Sean.
Yeah, if we don't have people carpooling in those spots, we'll definitely give them to people, you know, as we get closer to the event. Right now, we've always had an issue with carpooling, and we have a lot of people that just want to come by themselves. They have lots of camping gear, and it makes it an issue because it makes it to where, you know, you have 14 spots, so you can only have about 16, 17 people. So we've really been working to try to make that change. So if definitely contact me, and we'll see if we can't get to more people. I know there's people that have room. We have room. We have room for lots of gear. We have parking spots in our neighborhood, and I can add another person into our car too.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, I also noticed that you only have 3 spots left. How do we sign up on those? Someone just told me that that sheet is locked.
You can't sign up on that. It's locked. You go onto the carpool page and get a carpool together, or just let me know that you have multiple people coming with you, and we'll get you a spot.
Okay. Well, okay. Can we do that?
Problem
now?
is, we've done that before, where we open it up and everybody just signs up and it says 1 person. And so we had that issue happen with about 3 or 4 different camping trips last year.
Chris, David and I are signed up on the carpool sign up.
Mhm.
I did that earlier after, so
Cool.
it just hasn't made it over to your sheet yet.
Yeah. It takes me a little bit of time. I've got a full-time job too.
No worries. Just
let's
wanted to let
see.
you know.
David, and who was just speaking?
Matthew Alexander.
Matthew.
Oh, okay. Cool. David W.
No,
No, Matthew. It's under Matthew Alexander, up above.
Okay. I'll add you guys. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
Sweet. Is that spelled right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we have 2 spots. All right. Anybody else? I think we have everything answered. Well, if you have any other questions, you guys can always reach out to me, send me a private message, you know, whatever you need to do. We'll get this figured out. I know that a bunch of people have room in their vehicles. I know Nick has an SUV, so he has room for 3 people. I know a couple other people have room for multiple people in their vehicles. So, you know, even Nick has a SUV, so he has room in the back, room on the roof, and I've got a big trailer, so we've got room for 1 more person. So there's definitely plenty of room in vehicles. So we will see everybody next weekend.
Great.
Okay, everybody have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks.